What book or author inspired you?
Part of me was already writing stories before I really even got into books, when I was just reading comic books and things like that. But certainly Lord of the Rings was one of the books that had an enormous influence on me.
I've got to say Enid Blyton when I was a child. I mean, I used to love Secret Seven and Famous Five and all the adventures they got up to. Alistair MacLean, of course. Love Alistair MacLean. Always have done, always will.
I think the books that most inspired me were written by Lee Child.
You can find inspiration in any book, be it positive or negative. You know, you read some books and you realize what you want to avoid doing as much as what you want to actually do.
All books that I've read have inspired me. I mean, I was a really voracious reader as a child.
I read all of Evelyn Anthony. I read all of Taylor Caldwell.
I burned through my dad's collection of Len Deighton and Alistair MacLean, which I just loved. I thought they were great because they were grown-up books, but they were exciting. Because it seemed to me lots of grown-up books, nothing happened.
Certainly the most important influence in my life, I think, is Arthur Conan Doyle.
I was reading books you might expect: Agatha Christie, Sherlock Holmes, Edgar Rice Burroughs, J.R.R. Tolkien, of course, C.S. Lewis, but I was also reading Dashiell Hammett, Raymond Chandler, reading all the Ian Fleming books as soon as they came out.
I don't believe in saying a book inspired me, because the danger is that people will then think you modelled your own writing on that.
I did a number of historicals because my mom came over from Dublin as a teenager with just amazing books. Many about the founding of Dublin and the Vikings, and those excited me a lot. She was also a huge fan of Edgar Allan Poe, so I wound up with a great deal of Poe. And I was just a huge fan of Dickens. I think to this day, A Tale of Two Cities is one of my favorite books.
The book that made me want to be a crime writer was Graham Greene's Brighton Rock. I read it for the first time at the age of 14, and I put that book down and I thought, wow.